4, the final event will be a chipper. For this event, your score is going to be your total time for your team to complete the event. Reps throughout the whole event can be divided up however you choose, with the exception of the sets of wall balls. We'll talk about the wall balls specifically in a second, but there are 6 sets of 20 wall balls. Whoever starts a set of wall balls must finish the set of wall balls. So you can't go 10-10 within the set. If someone's doing any of them, they're doing all 20 of them. So the workout starts with a set of 20 wall balls. One person will be doing that. When we look at a wall ball, he must squat down below parallel, which means that his hip crease is below the top of his knee. He'll throw up to the wall, to the eyes of the Jaguar for men, to the nose of the Jaguar. That would have been low. Go ahead and hit it. For ladies, there will be absolutely no wiggle room when it comes to wall ball depth. Love you all, but a lot of us are bad at wall balls and do not get to depth on them. And on comp day, judges will be instructed to, if it's any gray area about whether or not it was depth or not, it's a no rep. So make sure you're squatting deeper than you might normally, hitting that depth and getting that ball up to the appropriate height every time. So after person 1, 2, or 3, whoever does their 20 wall balls, the team must complete 10 total wall walks, divided as you choose. There is no substitute movement for wall walks. So if someone on your team can't do wall walks, then maybe you give them that first set of wall balls and the second set, right? So that the other 2 people can focus on the wall. So when it comes to a wall walk, there will be 2 lines on the ground. One will be approximately at your shoulders. There will be a standardized man and woman's line. The other line will be 10 inches off of the wall. The imaginary line I drew here was way too short for Adam, but we're gonna use it anyways. So when looking at this, Adam must start with his hands on the line. He must then put both feet up onto the wall before his hands leave the line. At that point, he will walk his hands in until both hands touch the inside line. He will then walk his hands back out until both are in contact with the outside line before his feet come down to the ground. He must then touch his full body to the ground before starting to walk himself back in for rep number 2. Both feet on the wall. Now he can leave the line, touches the inside line, and walks his way back out before his feet come down to the ground. There will be another set of 20 wall balls. 20 wall balls divides every other movement on the list. For the handstand push-up, Adam must start at full extension at the top, full lockout, both heels on wall. His head has to touch the mat, and then he finishes with a full lockout, elbows locked out, hips locked out, and both heels touching the wall. If both heels don't touch the wall at the top, boom, that's a no rep. I know he locked out his arms and he locked out his hips, but he didn't complete the rep by making both heels contact the wall. If there are 60 handstand push-ups per team, divided up as you choose. If you have people that can't do handstand push-ups, that's a lot of us in the gym, that's totally cool. The substitute movement for that will be hand release push-ups, but with a ×3 multiplier. You have to do at least 5 reps before you can switch out to your partner on these movements, excluding the wall walks. So if Adam does 5 handstand push-ups, and now I'm gonna go and I'm gonna do hand release push-ups, I would have to do 15 hand release push-ups, right, to give us 5 handstand push-ups before the next person could go. Same thing if Adam was doing handstand push-ups and he got 3 and he couldn't get a 4th, he could switch and then do 6 hand release push-ups to complete his set of 5. When we look at a hand release push-up, Adam must start in a full lockout at the top. His chest must touch the ground. His hands must leave the ground, and then he must lock all the way out at the top again. Show them not going all the way up. That's not a rep. That's not a rep. He must fully and clearly show the judge that he is locking out every time. He must also make sure that his hips are leaving the ground with his chest. Show them a warm up, not a rep. not a rep. Show them a rep. Hips come up in line with the chest each time. Judges will be very strict on the hand release push-ups as well. 70 American kettlebell swings. You'll see 2 weights on the American kettlebell swings. 2 people on each team have to do the heavyweight. 1 person will do the lightweight. Similar to the handstand push-ups, you must do a multiple of 5 reps before you switch. 5, 10, 15, whatever. You can't do 12 reps and swap it out. You would have to get to 15 then. For the American kettlebell swing, what we're looking for is that Adam locks out that kettlebell above head with all of his body locked out on every rep. Do a couple of reps clean. Boom, that's a good rep. That's a good rep. Show them in front of your face. That's not a rep. That's not a rep. Show them kettlebell head still pointing down. That's not a rep either. That kettlebell's got to point at the sky each time. Beautiful. Also, kettlebells are heavy sometimes. Unless you are at risk of injury, kettlebells are a metal object not coated in rubber and are never dropped. Dropping of the kettlebell will result in a 150-minute penalty for your team on that event. Don't drop the kettlebells. 80 burpee box jump over. Same thing as always, you gotta do a multiple of 5 before you swap out. When we look at a burpee box jump over, Adam's hips and chest will make contact with the ground. He'll stand up, he'll jump on top of and over the box. Boom. Hit the ground again. It must be a 2-foot jump up onto the box. Show them a little 1-foot hoppy thing. That's not a rep. He's got to jump with 2 feet up onto, or he could choose to clear the box if he wanted. Probably not the best decision, but if you want to do that, you certainly can. What else there? Woman's height will be 20 inches. Male height will be 24 inches. After that, you will do another set of 20 wall balls as always, and then your team will hit 150 double unders, right? Jumping with a rope. The rope goes under 2 times every time I jump. There is no substitute in this event for double unders. Your team must work together to get through 150 of them. Same as the other movements, you must complete a multiple of 5 before you switch it out. If someone can't do double unders, they just won't be able to contribute to that part, but you can give them a larger share of one of the other movements. After the 150 double unders, the event will end with a final set of 20 wall balls, at which point your team's time will be clocked. That's the end of that.